I got some drugs for you. I got some drugs for you. I got some drugs for you. I got the plug for you. All of my drugs ain't no bad. All of my drugs make me sad. I'ma do drugs for my dad. I do. I'ma get high as a
Yo, it's so crooked. Yo, life behind the walls.
Nah, you was bumping that Ja Rule, Lil Mo. Where would I be without you? I only think about you. Because he remember when he was in the cell, he had his hair half braided? That's kind of what this is.
See? Oh, let me go.
Did you tell your fans about your bid?
About my bid in jail? I never told nobody about my bid in jail. All right.
Tell them about all 12 of them things.
I'll tell y'all about the time I had to go sit down and do 12. Man, right? You just took me back, man. Nobody know about this, though. I told nobody, how I got in here. All right. I went to jail because somebody else was smoking weed in my car. I wasn't even smoking that day. Of all things, like I know everybody look at me like bullshit, Brent. You are weed, nigga. You always smoking, blah 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 blah. That's not what happened. Like literally, I know I wasn't smoking because I just woke up. I went to the homie house, and one of my friends gets in the car and he has a blunt in his hand, and as he's driving, the cops pull up, and it was like a parade of cops, though. What do you call it? A motorcade, nigga. It was like 17 police motorcycles pull up, literally as soon as I got into the street. You know what I'm saying? So the dude next to me, it was a white dude, and I told him, I was like, "Yo, put the weed up, yo." So he's like ashing it out in my ashtray, and you know when you ash out a blunt, all the smoke fluffs up. You know what I'm saying? So it was a hot ass day. So I'm trying to roll the windows up, and it's a motorcade. These niggas are on motorcycles, nigga. So
it's 17. You can't even escape it.
Right, nigga. Like this looks real bad. They already here, nigga, looking in the car on the shit. So of all people, this was the code. Of all people, it was the black dude in the front that was like, turned all this little parade lights on, nigga.
He done seen this play before.
Man, and he like wave over to me, right? So I'm like, all right. So I pull over, right? And now in my mind, I'm thinking, all right, I'm about to go through the motions. I'm about to just get a ticket, fam. Like, I ain't did shit. I literally ain't even did shit. Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not swerving. I'm not speeding. I didn't hit nothing. I didn't do any traffic infractions, I think is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, I'm not even the one smoking. So
right.
You can't even say, "Oh, I'm high" or "I'm doing anything." You know, like, dude. So if anything, just take it away.
But you know that you always, because you smoke so much weed in your lifetime, you just A, you smell like weed and don't know. B, you just kind of look a little faded.
I probably whatever. Yeah. Okay.
I be falling victim to that. People be like, "You look faded." I'm like, "Nigga, I ain't smoked in 3 days. Like, I'm actually fasting right now. That's crazy."
Because that's why when I thought about it, like when I had, afterwards, like it was like, oh shit, that's how I knew, like, I knew when I was speeding, that's how I was talking shit low key when it happened, because I knew I ain't did nothing. Like, I knew I just woke up. I didn't even hit anything yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't even like, I was like, hey, I didn't do any, I just went and somebody grabbed in my car, yo. Anyway, the dude pulls me out. He looks at my car. The white dude is still in my car. He lets the white dude leave. He was like, yo, you can just go. You can go. And the white dude took the weed out of my car, the blunt that he was smoking, was like, all right, bro, later, bro. Like,
took the weed out the car?
Yes, nigga. Like, he wasn't even like, suspicious, like conspicuous about it, or whatever the word is about. He wasn't trying to hide shit, yo. He came out like Shaggy. He came out like Shaggy from Scooby Doo, nigga. It was like, thanks, bro. Appreciate it, man. And the blunt was hella. Like they smoke bigger blunts than me. These my little homies, you know, like this is something I would smoke. You know, that's when I was hanging with Dex and them, you know. So like, nigga, the blunt was like this big and shit, bro. Like these niggas was smoking, fam. Like it was big dumb shit. So he like literally picked up a big, thanks, man. All right, and sparked it and walked off shit. And I'm like, what about my car? He was like, well, because the way I pulled over in like technically like in a car wash parking lot. It was like private property. So he was like, man, well, technically we can't do nothing to your car. And you know, he was like, don't worry about your car. And he like made me go through a whole like DUI thing and everything. Like, this is true story, bro. Like a whole DWI shit. He made me do the little whole walking shit, go through the whole little motions, whatever. Bro, I kid you not. I'm talking shit as it's happening, fam. I'm telling jokes and crap, like, cause I know I'm not loaded, bro. Like, so, and even if I was, you gotta be a dumb motherfucker literally to fail one of these tests, bro. Like off some weed, bro. Like it ain't who smokes right. Goes, whoa, whoa, like
stumbling.
I can't. Like that's ridiculous, bro. I've been doing a podcast. I've been sitting here on shit with you this whole time smoking. You know, we both of us ain't moved an inch, nigga. You know, like, dude, it ain't that serious, man. So anyway, I did the whole thing. It's a brother. It was a black dude. So I remember like cracking joke, like, all right, man, you know, you got what you need. All right, man, anything else you need, man, blah, blah, blah. You know, like, woo, woo. And then he was like, well, you got to come down to the station or whatever. I was like, for what? He was like, well, it appears to me that you're under. But I'm like, so I'm under arrest.
Why? I don't want to.
Yeah, the nigga like, and I was like, bro. I remember I was like, dude. At this point, I was like, dude. He was like, the only way. No, that's what it was. He said, at this point, he was like, I just want to be sure. We're gonna take you down, and if what you're saying is true, we're gonna blood test you and do some more monkey shit, right? Yeah. So I remember they took me down, like. You know, went through the whole little shit. That's, you know, made me go through, take the little pictures or whatever. Like, yo, full on arrest type shit, you know. So I remember sitting in the car with the other cop, and the other cop was even like, it was weird. The other cop was just sitting there calm, like looking like, dude, like, man, this is.
So the cop that pulled you over was in a car, not in a motorcycle.
No, they was all on motorcycles. He called a car.
Oh, okay.
The car came. And then
I thought you was about to say you got to the station on the back of the motorcycle.
I was about to say, no, nigga, come on, man.
That nigga, he handcuffed me to his waist, like.
Hold my waist. Hold my waist. Like, nah, cause I remember looking at him like that too. Like, how I'm gonna get to jail, nigga? You got a bike, nigga. And like, I think that's what I think my jokes is what really got it cracking, yo. Like,
there's certain moments where you're not supposed to joke.
I was really talking shit, bro, because I was the first time I knew I was right. Usually I'll be wrong and I'll be shutting the fuck up. But this time I was right. I didn't do shit.
And don't pay to be right. When you do.
Nigga, he pulled me over on the whole stroll. It was literally selling pussy while I was getting arrested. Like walking in front, like dude, and I'm like, yo, my niggas, you serious? Like, nigga, all kind of like I was over there off Sepulveda, like everything. It was all crime going on, nigga. Like people was getting beat up, nigga. Like all like. Car accidents, like weird shit, like, and he's like pulling me up. Anyway, dog, they took me in, they booked me, and then at this point, like I got at that point, that's when I got scared because I didn't know how long I was gonna be there, because like he made it seem like, oh, since you not high, I'm gonna take you down, and you gonna take a blood test, and I was like, all right, well, give me my blood test. But then when I got there, nigga, they start making me take fingerprints, nigga, made me do the. And I was like, hold on, nigga, I'm going to jail, nigga. Like, what the fuck? And he was like, yeah. And
Yeah. What the fuck? What you thought this was?
I thought I was about to go in the waiting room.
You was like, so what am I doing with the blood test? You don't see.
Can I get my blood test, please? And so
the blood test is when you get inside and they ask you where you from.
man, it got ugly, yo. It got super ugly, yo. It got super ugly.
Blood, where you from, nigga?
So here's the point. Here's the point. I'm in the valley. This shit happened in the valley, yo. But you know, I'm from the hood, man. So, but it's my first time. So I'm thinking, I got like my hood mentality with me, like on full blast. Like I ain't really like at this point, jokes have stopped. You know what I'm saying? Like I got super serious, and I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like,
when did the joke stop? During the mugshot? That's
when they stopped. I lied about that time when they told me it was like, all right, now turn this way. the first one was with a smile. The second one was with a frown. And then, man, I just remember going in there, and then see, you be hearing about shit in jail about different races and stuff, about the blacks and the Mexicans. I don't care how cool you are with your homies on the outside. Like I got a lot of Mexican friends that I love. They're my dear friends. But on the inside, they try to make it seem like, man, it's all that love is gone. And like it's an automatic war, you know? So, but this is my first time, so I don't have nobody. Like I don't even have an older nigga to tell me about the jail, to tell me the rules here yet. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just my mind.
You don't get to learn the rules. You just gotta go and fuck up until you learn it.
But I would think like one of the homies gonna come in on the yard and be like, hey.
Allah.
See, that's what I thought it was gonna be, like a nigga who like worship Allah is gonna come over there. Hey, brother, I was gonna meet one of them first, and then like
you gotta level up to that.
They took me literally straight to the essays, nigga. So I was like literally just in a pod where it was just like, well, I thought they were essays at first. That was my fault.
What nationality did they turn out to be?
They were Mexican, but they were all drunk. So literally, I don't even think they were in a gang or had anything to do with crime like that. They just threw me like in a pod because they thought like something was wrong with me, fam. So like they like threw me like in a pod where like people was like,
because don't nobody hop out. They don't know you, nigga. Don't nobody hop out the car telling jokes. That's that dope. They think that's that dope. This nigga's hilarious. This nigga got out and turned into Martin Lawrence. We taking this nigga to jail. The nigga that was quiet left.
Okay, so like first it was
with the weed.
First it was like one dude in the jail with me, and then it was like 3 dudes in the jail, and then it was like 7 dudes, and then it was like 9 dudes, and they all knew each other. Like they kept coming in the jail, and they was like, "Oh, what's up?" And then they start speaking Spanish, right? And the fucked up part, they look like they all came from work. Like that's how I knew they weren't essays. They was all at work, and they was like, "Oh, y'all just drunk. Like y'all just cold." So, but hey, remember what you heard? Fuck all that being cool shit and all that funny shit. Now it's wartime. I told you after my picture, I wasn't smiling no more. So I started doing push-ups. I did push-ups right there, right in front of these niggas. And then you see that right there, the bed right there, hopped on that and got, you know what I'm saying, just got my dips, you know, just
back to the wall.
Right, just you know, and just got them in real quick. Back to the wall, of course. You know what I'm saying? Feet out, but angled, you know what I'm saying, curved down, L-shaped, of course. I did about
of course, this nigga's.
But here's the cold part.
200 burpees, of course.
Here's the cold part. I was in jail, my nigga, so I did hella sets, nigga. Like, I was nervous, and I had nowhere to go. It wasn't like you at home, and then you be like, all right, I'm gotta go in the bedroom and go to sleep now. Like,
no, you in jail.
And you sitting there with all this stress. So I started with push-ups. I ended up doing like 300 push-ups, nigga. Like kept doing sets of 300, nigga. And then like I'm doing dips. And my arm started hurting, so I had to switch it up and do legs. So I started doing jumping jacks. I did burpees. But I didn't realize, like, nigga, I'm not even in jail yet. We still in the holding tank. Like, Right.
Don't let these niggas sober up and get to really remembering where they at.
Here's the cold part. I had to take a shit too. Cause like they picked me up earlier in the day, nigga. I hadn't shitted yet, bro. Like I told you I didn't do nothing. Somebody woke me up out of my sleep and told me to pick them up. So nigga, I had like a bunch of food on my heart, my nigga. And I was nervous. Nigga, so I had a boo-boo. Dog. Like, you know, when you get nervous.
Right.
So, it don't help when you already got a boo-boo and then you nervous, nigga. I don't know. And I was, you know what I'm saying? I just hit 30, nigga. So like it was, you know, at the bubblies, nigga. And then I remember asking the guard, I was like, yo, can I go to the bathroom? Man, he started laughing at me and shit, like, nigga, like, well, you thought I'm gonna let you out this cell and then let you just go around and use a bathroom like a normal? No, nigga, like, I was like, right. And I was like, so where I'm gonna use the bathroom? He was like, right there.
Right there, nigga.
Right. But imagine it's like 9 people in here. You feel what I'm saying? Right. Ain't no bed. It's just 9 people around here, and it's just that. And ain't no side, ain't nothing for social distancing or none of that, nigga. It's just there. And it'd be one thing if you had to take a pee, you know what I'm saying? So like, if I gotta pee, I'm putting my back to y'all and just hit it real quick. Look over. All right. You know what I'm saying? You know what? You know. You see it.
Wow, that's nigga. Pause. That's what you say while you pee. You see it. I know you see it. I know you see it. You're wild.
I don't know what people say, nigga. But
you're not making jail sound hard.
I don't know what people say, nigga. This is awkward, nigga. I usually sing in the bathroom. I don't know what to do right now.
Wow.
There are no right answers, nigga. What would I do without you? Ain't no right answers, man. So I remember, like, dog, my guts was hurting. I tried to hold it in. But remember, I did all them push-ups, nigga. It was working out. So that made it worse. Like, it made it worse. I really had to go there. So I thought about it in my mind. I'm like, fuck, I got to do what I got to do. I'm just going to take a shit in front of these niggas. But I'm going to do it the hardest way anybody ever did it, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I was the only black dude in there. I didn't know if the riot was going to kick off. So just went over there, nigga. Now, mind you, here's the toilet. Here's everyone else right in front of you. So it ain't like you could shit. They're looking, we're all in a circle, nigga, in this room, literally. That's how the seating was. Everybody's facing everybody. And I'm in the middle taking a shit. And so I just took a shit and looked him in the face. My nigga was like.
You stared niggas in the face? And bit your lip?
It wasn't even quiet. It was loud and like.
Wow, you grunted?
It was like a lot. I was nervous, dog. Like nigga. It wasn't like little slow drops, like little nervous. I shit it like a G, nigga.
Shut the fuck up.
I shit it like a G, nigga. I didn't do the little soft, like I'm scared of y'all taking shits like bloop, bloop. Excuse me, bloop. Nah, nigga.
I made a poopsies, gentlemen.
Man, don't mind me. Courtesy flush. Nah, nigga. Oh. No courtesy flush, none of that, nigga. I sat there and took a long ass shit for like, and I for like 45 minutes. Looked everybody in the eye the whole time.
Don't nobody want to fuck with you because you shit? Ain't nobody finna fight no nigga shit.
Man, you see it, nigga. It ain't even no seat on the toilet, yo. So
So you wasn't sitting on the toilet. You was
where I'ma sit? I'm sure it's high. It's not a low toilet, it was a high like right. So you think I'm just gonna straddle it, nigga, and just sit here and just all right. You put one foot up and shit.
Yeah, that's hard.
Hey, that would have been hard. A nigga do some shit like a lion in front of him, nigga. Bloop, you just see him fall out like a horse.
Fist ball, like, nah, nigga, I've been here before.
Right. Don't hide nothing. Dick out everything. Just ball fist, nigga. Just like a lion, nigga. So anyway, after I did all that, I'm thinking they're gonna let me out because they saw my blood test by now. They had took my blood somewhere in here. And because the nigga told me, he was like, if you pass your blood test, we'll just let you out. Like, we can't keep you if what you're saying is true. I was like, all right, well, blood away. Blood. Like, do what you gotta do. On blood. Do what you gotta do, man. I was talking too much shit, man.
Well, so what officer got get that shit? Oh my God.
Oh shit. So the nigga took me to he was like, man, you only gonna be here, like, you gonna get right out. So I kept asking. I was like, man, y'all get my results back? They come back clean? Yeah, y'all see what y'all need to see? Like, let me out, B. And then, like, it started getting later and later. It started getting cold. And so then it was like, all right, guys. And they came. And then they unlocked the cage and took me out. I thought I was free, but I was wrong. They took me down the hall. And then, like, now, like, okay, now you about to go to jail. Like, a little.
Wow.
Right, you gonna go to a little. Right, we got a little. Now you gonna go to a little bit of jail. So, they put me in like a cell, yo. It was a gang of motherfuckers, man. It was a gang of dudes in there. Everybody is in there now. This is like jail, like shit you see on TV kind of shit. Like, you know, like, it's loud, it's crazy. It was just wild, my nigga. And I just remember once they put me in there, it was like a bunch of bunks and shit. And I sat down. I had like a little bunk or whatever. It wasn't like this. It was a bunch of them. It was like a bunch of bunks everywhere.
Right, like a dorm. Like they had y'all, like what, like 100 deep?
Nah, it wasn't that bad. It was just like a big ass cell, fam. Like, it was like a cell, like a real jail cell, but with like maybe like 30 people in it, fam, or 20, 30 people in it, I would imagine. I don't know, you know, but I just remember it was a lot. Like, it was a lot of like cots stacked on, you know, like, it was just big ass cells. I guess you would call them a dorm. I wouldn't call them when I went to college, nigga, this ain't a dorm, nigga. Dorms come with luxuries, nigga.
With amenities, with a charger and a lamp.
Dorms got girls, all that. Like, dorms are cool, nigga. I
just heard that was the term for it, like the dormitory or something like that.
I don't know. This had a cage, like, on the front. Like, maybe if it just had, like, a door like this or something, maybe I would, consider it a dorm, or I don't know. But me, it had a cage.
I mean, jail is jail. It don't tomato.
It had the bars, nigga, where they cling, nigga. And when they did that, that's when it steady trying to find the motive. Why do what I do? You ain't getting no. In my mind, I was like, did you check my results? Did you see my blood? Hello? I'm not supposed to be here. Like, nigga, it felt bad. So then I just went and just sat down and did my little time. Like, it was like, all right. Obviously, ain't nobody listening to it, nigga. Like, they don't give a fuck. They just gonna throw me in here. Like, dude, this nigga lied and said, you know, wompty with it. Not like I had a choice anyway. Like I'm gonna be like, oh, I don't want to do it. Like, and it was a black dude of all people doing it. And mind you, when we took the there was a time when he actually did take me to take the blood test, whatever. So it was like another doctor came and they, checked me out. They did all my vitals and all that. And they kept saying right there, they did even then, they were like, you look fine. Like, why are you here? They made me take another test while I was down there.
Racism. That's all I would have kept saying. Racism.
Like, bro, honest to God, this is what happened. They made me take a whole nother test. We walked through, did the whole thing again. I did the same exact thing where they were like, "You're fine. We don't know why you're here. We don't even know why the officer brought you here. Like, you're fine." I told them too, like, they trying to make it seem like, oh, whatever spooky shit he was on, maybe it's worn off by now. Like the officer was right, and I'm like, I've been like this the whole time, fam.
Did you ever tell them that you were a comedian?
Yes, I told them that in the beginning. That's why I was freely telling jokes. I was like, dude, like, I'm a comedian, bro. And then like. So I was just being normal. I didn't think, honest to God, the whole time, I didn't think they were gonna do any of this shit. Like, I thought, like, bro, like, all right, man, do whatever y'all gotta do. Like, he was wrong. Y'all should have pulled us over. Like, they kept asking me, what happened to the guy in the car? I was like, the officer let him go. He was, you know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, bro, like, so. I mean, I wasn't about to sit here and go to snitching and shit. His name is Jimmy D. Cartwright. You need to go get him. Like, it wasn't on that shit. Like, it was just like, all right, bro. So I remember I'm sitting in the cell, and then I'm like, it's late, fam. Like, it's like probably like past 12, maybe like 1 o'clock in the morning or something by then, or maybe 12:01. I don't know. I'm in a jail cell, and these niggas. There's one TV in the corner, and they playing Cops all night on rerun.
Wow.
Yeah, like Cops and other cop-like shows. Like King of Queens.
So they keeping up with all, like, that's how they get their information on how to be cops?
No, that's what they made us watch. The cops weren't watching. Right. That's what they had. They had they had a TV screen faced toward the cells, so everybody in the cells could see TV type shit, and they would play Cops all night long. And then when Cops went off, they would play like shows with cops in it, like King of Queens. The dude who plays a cop, that shit's not even funny. Like random shit like that. Chips, just random cop shows that can make us watch, and then. It started getting late. I had to go to sleep, man. I was tired, bro. Like, I didn't know. In my mind, I'm like, I don't know how long I'll be here. I don't even know. I was scared to tell my family. I was scared to tell anybody because I didn't want people to judge me and think like, see, here goes Brent again in jail. Like, and I'm thinking like, man, I ain't like, y'all only knew, man. I literally just woke up to that. I didn't even realize, like, telling this, I didn't even realize how racist, how fucked up they did it. Like, honest to God, bro, like, I was just thought, like, man, this is crazy, fam. And I just remember thinking, like, I hope somebody finds out about this.
This low-key sound like some shit out of a movie where
I thought,
they
like,
pull up, arrest you, let go the white dude, arrest you.
The scariest thing to me, I felt like, man, I hope I don't get forgotten about in here. And next thing you know, they transfer me somewhere else. Because when you on the inside, you feel so helpless, like, dog, you have zero power, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. I just remember, like, at the end, like the next day, they called my name with it. Okay. Then I fell asleep at some point because I was tired, B. And then that's the coldest part, going to sleep and having dreams in jail, nigga. Because in your dreams, you free. And then you got to wake up. And when you wake up, you be like, oh.
That's why they say they take sleep very seriously. Like, if you fucking nigga sleep up, you'll damn near get killed. Like,
man, like, it's just something to respect, at least. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, let that nigga have his sleep, because that's one of the few joys. It's like moment of, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, like, and you ain't gonna get too many pleasures in here. Ain't gonna, like, so I just remember, like, going to sleep. And then waking up, and I was so scared when I woke up. Like, when I woke up, I was like, I didn't mean to go to sleep on you niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my mind, I'm like, because I was tired. I was so tired. Like, I've been up. Like, and I didn't want to seem out of play. Everybody else was kind of trying, like, you know, like they shut all the shit down. They shut the lights off. They shut everything down at some point where they cut all the lights off. So they cut TVs off and lights off. So everybody has to go to sleep, you know. And then, like, it was weird. It was meth heads in there screaming and shit next to me, like, the whole night, man. Ah! Ah! Get him off me! Take it off me! Ah! Like, dude, like, I'm not making this shit up, fam. Like, it was like big time, like whoever was in the next, and it's dark, so I never knew. It was so many people in there. It wasn't like you could just go over and check somebody and like shut the fuck up, you know. Plus, this is my first time here. They've been here, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
wow.
Right. And I don't have no friends here yet. Like, it ain't like, I'm pretty sure once if they would have transferred me somewhere like downtown or somewhere in LA or somewhere else, eventually I probably would have ran into somebody that know me, you know what I'm saying? Oh, what up, Brent? And I would have been around. But at that point on that day and where I wasn't around nobody. Like, I felt like they threw me in the bottom of the earth, nigga. Like, with the worst of the worst of the worst of the, like, these aren't even normal criminals. Like, y'all threw me in here with some base heads type shit, nigga. Like these people in here crazy. Like, these people have mental shit going on. Like, it was all kind of uncool shit, nigga. Like, you don't know who's here, basically. Like, it was like a who's who of fucked up. Like, I was in Arkham, nigga. Like, and I remember when I got out like the next day or whatever. They let me out because that's what they told me. Your blood results finally came in. Come to find out, you were telling the truth the entire time. Everything came back clean. You can go. You didn't have. I was like, so what was in I want you to read back to me what was in my system. They said you didn't have anything in your system. Yeah, thought so. That's what I'm saying. Smoking, token, drinking, Brent. That's what I'm like. Even that whole little, I wasn't doing nothing. I knew me, fam. So I'm thinking because I didn't do shit, I got the right. Because I'm in the right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't talking shit, cracking jokes, being disrespectful. Like, I was just being normal, you know? Like, you asked me.
See, I keep trying to, niggas are normal and other niggas normal ain't normal. Sometimes. A lot of niggas appreciate our normal, but
like, he was like walking this line. So I walked in the line. I said, is that good enough for you? I was like, I'll walk in it again for you. I walked in it again. I said, do you want me to walk backwards, sideways? How you want me to walk? I was like, you know what I'm saying? And then he was like,
you start moonwalking?
No, I didn't do no monkey. I wasn't Ezel, nigga. Come on, up. Pop goes the weasel because the weasel go pop. Like, I wasn't doing monkey shit like that, man. Like, I was normal. Like, that's what I'm saying. The cold part, he was a black dude. He was just talking normal. Like, everything was like regular, you know, like he was. And then at the end, like, he was the one that took me in. I'm like, yo. And so anyway, at the end of it all, I remember I went to court for it all because, you know, it's not over after that. Like, I had to go to court for that shit. And I fought it and I won because, thank God, right around that time they have body cams. And they brought, you know, I took it all the way to the end, nigga. Everybody who saw, you know, the judge, everybody, lawyers, everybody involved. Like,
how stupid that shit was.
Yeah, they didn't even take it to trial. They were like, the officer was wrong for this. Because you passed your whatever GUW test, field test. They were like, you passed the test right in front of him. We all watched it. You passed it with 10 out of 10 with flying colors. And then they were like, we could see on here that you even went down to willingly went down. They were like, you willingly went down to the station with him. Like, it wasn't like you were protesting and fighting. They had to catch you and chase you and do anything. You literally agreed to take a blood test. And you passed that. You took another test down that. You passed that. Like, you got buff in jail, nigga. You did a fitness shit and taught people.
They did not check your muscles.
I'm just saying, dog. Like,
you didn't pass no muscle test. You got one little vein that started popping.
So they called themselves apologizing to me and excusing it and excusing it and erasing it from my record. So technically, my record is still clean and all that shit. You know, that was their way of, like, that's how they do us, nigga. Like, they'll make a deal with you. If you smart enough to pass the deal, they okay, well, my bad. Like, no, nigga. What about
I said, fuck that, pay me.
Right, like you fucked up my life, my nigga. Like you put mental stress. If I wasn't a comedian, I would have got fired from my real job or something. You know, like, like and they even said that they were like, dude, they like brought that up in my whole little arraignment or I mean whatever they little do, they little thing in court or whatever with the lawyers talking because they had everything on camera, so I never had to say anything. When it got to court, I never said a word. And they saw it. They were like, dude, he's being normal the whole time. They were like, he's clearly not on anything. He was like, he's so coherent with you. He was telling jokes to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't
So
like.
the officer was in court looking stupid.
Yeah, they were like, dude, you were just being like, they were like, we have no idea why this black officer will force this black man to go to jail. Like, that's what they and put this black man through all that. That was literally what they were saying. I walked out of there like Georgia. Like, it got to the point I was like, can I go? They're like, yeah, you know. I was like, so I don't have to. Like, I'm done right there. Like, yeah, like all this off my record. This is. They're like, yeah, this is excuse. Like, this is. They threw all that shit out of court. You know, like, that's
God
crazy.
is good.
I had to go through all that because a white dude smoked in my car. Ain't that a bitch?
And you wasn't even smoking that day.
I wasn't even smoking. And I kept, they were like, dude, we have it on camera. Even when the cop pulled up, we could see you were never smoking.
Did they see the white dude pick the blunt back up and leave?
They were like, we got all this on, like, dude. It was like, the guy didn't even take your car. That's how unwrong you were. Because you never did, that's what I'm like, I knew, you never did anything wrong. Meaning, what could you write on? They're like, literally, he has no, like, you have no case against you. There's nothing they can write on there. What did you drive and do? Now, if you can say I was driving intoxicated, that's one thing. But I wasn't. You pulled me over, nigga. And for somebody else, you know what I'm saying, smoking. So you didn't even have a reason to even pull me over for me doing something wrong, is what I'm saying. Like,
right.
Like they were like, dude, this, yeah, it's sorry, sir, and all this shit. But I was like, but I need 1,000 push-ups back, fam, in my respect.
Or $200,000.
But I've been scared, you know, it's cold. I never really told anybody about that because it's like I never wanted people to look at me, oh, Brent been to jail before, or Brent did this, that, and because I don't look at it
12.
like
Well, I'm still stuck on the 12 because we ain't broke down what the 12 meant yet.
I did about 12 hours, y'all. 12 hard hours, my nigga. Like, that a real nigga had to do, you know, behind the wall. You know, I can't get those back. I can't get those back, Teddy. And that's why I'm trying to keep you from. I'm trying to keep you from doing 12. And the young people out there look at me in the face. I want to keep y'all from doing 12, you know, because you can't get that.
Don't let niggas smoke in your car.
Don't be letting people smoke in your car, man. Nah, man. Nah.
If you not smoking, I feel like if you smoking, then God will give you grace to, you know.
What's the crew called? What's the name of the crew?
What?
I think Slink Johnson is the president. What's the name of this crew?
Smoke Yours crew?
It's called Smoke Yours. You feel what I'm saying? So smoke yours when you in the car. Like Teddy said, if you smoking yours and everybody smoking theirs, maybe that, you know what I'm saying? Maybe
it balance out everything else, you know?
Right.
But if one nigga just chiefing, and then we all get cracked, and this the one nigga that walk away.
Because that's what I was really hot about. If I'm going to go to jail for weed, could I at least smoke? You know how steaming I was? That's what I was doing.
You was like, I wouldn't be high. If I was high, would I be in here doing calisthenics?
Man.
I'm doing pull-ups, push-ups, dips.
I'm in these streets every day smoking. I ain't never went to jail. I don't fuck up when I'm high. Man,
but when you sober, you overthink it. So you be like, oh, shit.
Real talk.